My name is Scott Tucker. Since 2004, I have traveled the globe in search of adventure, culture, and wildlife. And after producing 100 short documentaries and broadcasting them across the entire U.S., it's finally dawned on me. This must be too good for mainstream media. I don't take vacations. This is not a hobby. We are totally out of the box. Every year, Expedition Earth goes on a road trip, and this one is no exception. Race and I jumped on a plane, headed south to fulfill a lifetime dream, to search for fossils. Now these are unlike any fossils you've ever heard about. These are shark teeth, fossilized for millions of years in Florida. Check this out.
Housing development after housing development after housing, golf course after golf course. This is insane. It begins to dawn on me that once my generation, the end of the baby boomers, have finished moving into Florida, we haven't been producing at the same rate that we once were. Race, you're a dying breed, son. People stopped having kids, as many kids as they used to have. And what's going to happen is all these housing developments, thousands and thousands and thousands of real estate properties down here in Florida, they're going to become a ghost town by the time you're my age. Okay. It's going to become a joke. Expedition Earth is more than wildlife. It's more than trying to search out and find creatures. We're talking about, what are we doing to the planet, people? You're going to make a lot of money today. Yeah, that's great. Who's watching for the future? You're going to need Ghost Town Patrol to come in here and clean it all up. Okay, no idea what we're doing. We just ran into a young lady named Rio. Rio said, here, take this tool, go down to the beach edge, stick it in. Race is doing it. Get it over here, son. Okay, let's put it over here away from the water. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, dump it. Dump it right there. Dump it.
I'm trying.
There we go. And let's get out of the sun so you can see. Okay, let's start sifting through. Sift. Okay, so basically, we're looking for teeny tiny teeth. It's always nice to find a big one, but if you just peel away 1 or 2 inches at a time, or just a slight little covering at a time, you might get lucky. That's it. Keep sifting it. I found a shark's tooth right here. Check it out. Keep going.
There.
What do you got?
Teeth.
Just hold it steady, please.
I'm trying.
Shark teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, you might want to get away from the so the water doesn't completely. You know what I'm saying? So you can inspect what you got. Let's take a look here. What do you got? Anything? Okay, get your.
Oh, here's one.
We got a shark's tooth.
Yeah, look.
Nice. Can you clean it?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky when your hands are covered in sand.
Oh, we got one. Beautiful. Listen, Christine Fulton is in the house. We're here at Stumps Pass in
Stump Pass,
Inglewood, Florida.
Manasota Key.
This tool has been lent to us by Rio. Her name is Rio, and she dances in the sand right here. And Race was going to be Rio if he was a girl. He's Race, not Rio. So we're going in, megalodon teeth over here. Check this out.
Don't be a wimp. Get out there. What do we get? What's in the pirate food?
Let's check it out here. Let's check it out.
Oh, 3 in the flesh.
The dark teeth are fossilized longer. They're fossilized longer. Phosphate. Race has white teeth. Could you get his white teeth? What is he putting back? White ones?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that is a tooth. Okay.
Sure they're not shells?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them looks like a shell, but it's a tooth.
Okay. What we've just realized is Race knows how to do the rinse method. Can you rinse it again? If you rinse these, you get much more clean substrate to pick through. I wasn't doing that. Think you're ready to dump?
Yep.
And take a look at the treasure trove of shark's teeth we found. This was absolutely as advertised. Stump Pass, Englewood, Florida, loaded with shark's teeth in the surf as well as up on the beach. Expedition Earth. Stick with us.
We got about 2.5 hours of shark tooth hunting under our belt, and now we're starting to look at some of these things. Take a look at this. I mean, this is just crazy. Intact teeth. Fulton found a bunch. Race found a bunch. I found a bunch. Bottom line is, you have ancient, extinct species of tiger shark, of mako shark, of lemon shark. You've also got live shark species that are still shedding their teeth. So the reason why we know these are fossilized and they're old is because they're dark, which means they have been embedded into a phosphorus or a phosphate type substance for many years, over 10,000 years. These are fossil teeth.
Even though I'm the only one interested, we set up a night of camping in the Mayaka State Forest. Remote and isolated. Check this out. Dear Lord, that's delicious.
Don't you forget it. Smart Wool. Don't you forget it. Smart Wool is the way to go. I don't really know about all those little fibers that are ending up into the water system and whatnot. We're going to have to check back on that. I've heard that that's not good. But Smart Wool, I believe, is wool. It's just smarter. We're going to look into it. Check back with us. Expedition Earth. See your face, please.
Mm-hmm.
How's your trip so far?
It's very good.
Augie, listen. I'm 55, okay? I just pitched a tent. I basically donned 2 hammocks. I'm doing all that. You're laying there in a hammock.
Yeah. Party.
Chumley, you're in the presence of a lady, okay? We ought to be helping out here.
Race, I have a pillow with a satin pillowcase if you'd like it for the evening.
This is one of those moments where, in all of my 55 years of camping, I've always wanted to be one of those hammock guys. I've never had a hammock. I've never used a hammock. I've never laid in a hammock. And Scotty and that other guy, they finally got a hammock. Okay, against my better judgment, this guy over here has convinced me that this is what's for dinner. Freeze-dried macaroni and cheese. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I don't want to burn you.
Alright, what do we have to stir it with?
I don't think you have to stir it. You just got to put the zipper back
It
on.
said to stir it.
gotta get underneath. Out in there. Ow! That hurt. Oh, that's some stinky stuff. Stinky.
I don't smell anything, honestly.
Okay, go for it. That's good. It's like natural bug repellent. This is what you want right in here. That's it. Excellent. Here we go. Okay, everybody, it's been about 20 minutes now. This is our fire. Not good. Raccoons everywhere. I don't know if you can hear them. Owls and raccoons everywhere is crazy. I gotta piss so bad. I'm so freaking cold. I gotta get up, which drives me crazy. I gotta get a jacket, and hopefully after I pee, and after I get a jacket, put some pants on, remove the blanket out of my little pillow thing and use that. Maybe I'll be able to somehow get some sleep. I froze my ass off last night. Constantly had to pee. Then I realized I had another jacket. I could have probably put that on. Race refused to sleep with me. All I could hear last night was warthogs and owls and raccoons. Chummy?
Huh.
It's almost time to take off there, buddy. You're gonna have to kind of get yourself situated.
Yeah.
We gotta take down the hammocks. Probably the longest night ever. I don't know if that was valuable for me or extremely painful, but I think it's good to know that what it's like to be cold. There it is again, another one. Look at that. It's called Northport. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a giant gated community. Some sort of a gated community out in the middle of nowhere. Guys, who's going to be living in these places? We live longer, but you can't even take care of yourself. You're going to be in an assisted living program by the time you're 75, 60, 75, some people are 65. You can't even take care of yourselves. What are you doing? Why are we even allowed to build these things? Concrete everywhere. Concrete. Crazy. Tampa. We're not kidding. This is an island I've always wanted to come to. First sign we see here on Honeymoon Island. Caution, rattlesnakes common on the island. It's a beacon calling me. There's rattlesnakes here. This is amazing. Of course, it's too windy for the beachgoers. It's too windy. Oh, no. We're going to run back to the car, see if we can find a place to go where there's Gonna be some rattlesnakes. Common rattlesnakes. Common rattlesnakes are here. There's no question there's rattlesnakes. Say hi to everybody, to Allie.
Hello.
And Daphne. Just picked them up from you, Tampa. Stick with us. It's gonna be a hell of a day. Okay, Race is not really interested in talking to me. Daphne and her friend Allie are behind me on the beach. I look inland and there's an opening into the history of this beach. Look at this. Look at this. Down in here you've got fossils. This particular one right here is loaded with fossils. Look at this thing right there. Can I get you in on it? Look at that right there. What is that? Look at it. It's crazy. It's crazy. As well as these here. Look at these beautiful shells right there. Embedded into the, I guess it's limestone. You're looking back in time right here. There's Race. Don't talk to me anymore. It's okay. This is Honeymoon Island, Florida. This is this really sad moment when you realize your midlife crisis is over. You're sitting here around extremely obese people eating disgusting fried food at a beach that has just received complaints of being too windy. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta suck it up and be here. You're a father. Just do it. Shut up. We got a chance at maybe seeing a rattlesnake in one of these gopher tortoise burrows. It's a little dangerous, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see if we can get some light down there. Florida is such a wild juxtaposition of ecosystems. It reminds me a little bit of California in that one side of the state is completely void of all this crazy traffic and highly congested areas, and then you go to another area like Tampa, St. Pete, and every square inch has been developed. But we're on a mission to find fossils. And although we've had a little break here in Dunedin, we're not going to give up. Went like this. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm starving. Okay? It's time to eat. Go in, knock on Daphne's door. Her and her delightful friend, Allie. Let's eat. Okay, we'll get ready. 40 minutes later. No response to the texts. I left. You're not taking me hostage. Very simply. I went and I took Race. We had a delicious seafood meal. And, then all the texting came in. Dad, do you see how much easier it was out in the freaking woods? Camping?
I didn't know if you were kidding me about real bacon or not.
Real bacon?
Because I have real bacon and turkey bacon.
Bacon? We're lucky to have a piece of toast. We're happy with anything you got here.
Well, do I ever? Yeah, I have 75 South.
Tampa. University of South Florida. Tampa. You Tampa. The concrete jungle. Tampa. Cruise ships. out in the distance there. You see them? Cruise ships. Everybody's ready to go take a big poop out in the ocean on a cruise ship.
Here we go. Go for it. I realize this might be a little awkward because I'm interrupting the documentary, but it's time we do just that. Why can we find fossilized shark's teeth down in Florida, but nothing of the sort up here in Connecticut? Well, the story kind of begins and ends around 10,000 years ago, at the end of the Wisconian glaciation. A giant glacier that had started on and off for the previous 1.8 million years had finally begun to recede. And just for the record, I'm standing on the result of it right here in southern New England, which is technically pushed into Long Island. I'm standing on a piece of Long Island, a terminal moraine. I'm climbing it right here this past summer with Race and his good friends Trevor and Brian.
Okay, I found the dinghy! I got the dinghy!
And suddenly I am confronted with the big dead elephant in the middle of the room. We are consuming fossil fuels at a tremendous rate. It's 2019. We're burning coal. This particular plant in Tampa is using coal. We haven't figured it out. Our wildlife, our planet, everything is in the balance.
Basically landed at a place here that we heard from Rio's boyfriend. We don't remember his name. Over in Inglewood. The guy that turned us on to a tip that we really believed in. So we drove out of our way to a place in Venice, Race and I. It's a brand new, it's a huge housing development. Surprise, right? We pull in on the construction entrance and look down here. Look at this. Look at this stuff.
For those of you just joining us, this is not a mistake. We are experimenting with Facebook Live video, and for the life of us can't figure out how to get it to play better. But you got to take a look at this. This was filmed live and broadcast to some of the fans of Expedition Earth over the years. Check it out.
It's being utilized as nothing more than construction office entrance area. It's probably for sediment control. But the biggest reason why we're here is because we believe that there are shark teeth in here. We're going to go in right now. Come on, I'm not sure this is legal. What's the matter? I'm not sure this is legal. We have nothing. Come on, stick with me. We're not going to go that far. I mean, if you saw the tooth he gave us, you would flip. The thing was gigantic. Probably 5 times the size of the ones we found at Englewood at Stump Pass. But the key thing right here is don't get bit by a rattlesnake. And then secondly, don't get arrested. And don't get bit by fire ants. Okay? Here we go. Check this out. So my theory is some of this stuff may have been imported. I don't know for sure. If it was imported, okay, no big deal. But it's time to, let's just pick a spot and start digging, okay? Just do a little digging. Ready? Shouldn't take that long to do a little bit of digging. Pick a spot, use your fingers, get a little dirty. Let's see what we can find here. Who the hell knows what you're going to find? Could be shark's teeth everywhere. Don't got to go that crazy. They've already done a lot of the digging. I'm going to guess some of this stuff may be natural. I need a little help, so please put that thing down and get over here. We got to dig. I don't know about this stuff here. What do you think? Is this natural?
It's too sandy, Dad.
It is sandy, but that's okay. Okay, listen. We're not going to bore the hell out of this situation. We're going to look and see if we can find some teeth. We just got here. Check back here. Give us, 20 minutes. We'll check back. this point in time. We were skunked, not a single shark's tooth. But these amazing mollusks' imprints were fantastic. What's going on there, Captain?
Do you want a pamphlet?
A pamphlet for what now?
For the subdivision?
You want me to buy a new house?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, a new house!
Yeah, you got the money.
You know what? God darn it, I just might be back. I might be back, okay. People, this is ridiculous. There's people out there that are right now standing with sandwich boards and signs trying to get people in to buy these homes. This is something out of Donald Trump Tower. Okay, look, I don't care what you gotta do. Get these people in. Here, hire people. Make them stand out there with boards. I don't care. Sell those damn units. I don't care whether people need them or not. I mean, this is what we've turned into, really? Like, I need someone out standing on a sidewalk to remind me and oh, geez, I forgot to buy a house. Oh, yeah, oh, gee whiz, I forgot to buy something. Really? Really? It's really difficult to get your mind around the fact that, like, we're just so used to somebody saying, oh, it's only 20 minutes away. It's just 20 minutes. 20 minutes is like 20 miles. If you had to walk 20 miles, it would take you an entire day. But because of the internal combustion engine, we've completely lost our minds and we think 20 miles is just 20 minutes. It's almost like you can't help but to feel this sense of entitlement to everything. It's almost like you've got superpowers with the internal combustion engine. You're like a superhero. Go anywhere, do anything. Well, folks, that just about does it for this edition of Expedition Earth. Tune in next week for part 2 of Fossilized Teeth. Here's a sneak peek. We're on a tributary of the Peace River. We got 6 canoes. And this is crazy because the water level is much higher than it normally would be this time of year. So you have no real easy access. You've got a canoe in, and we're only about another 400 feet away, so we're going to attempt to just get our canoe up there by walking. And then once we get there, oh, there's a trip hazard right there. Either that or, oh! I'm just curious, how is it that I am still alive and people that have done a lot less than me are consistently dying, but I'm still here after sharks and snakes and alligators, and what happened? Why? Why?